What's up guys, my name is Angus, and if you've ever wondered what your favorite Instagrammers or YouTubers are taking with them on their trips, then I have no idea what the answer to that question is. But if you want to know how I travel and pack for my trips, then keep watching. Okay, so what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm not really sure if this is considered a tutorial, so I don't know if it's gonna come out on Tuesday or not. Anyway, I wanted to get this video out because I saw one like this the other day and I thought it was a cool idea, and I figured it would be a great time for me to show you guys how I pack for my trips and what I'm bringing with me and why. I'll tell you right now, I'm not one of those people who lugs around like a bunch of stuff with them everywhere they go, like every piece of camera equipment there is, for a lot of reasons. For one, it just, sucks carrying around that much stuff with you all the time, especially in a place like Hawaii, where you're gonna be hiking and just, so much terrain and whatnot to cover. But on top of that, it just becomes a little bit of a distraction more than part of your creation process. My whole thing with videography and photography and whatnot is that I'm part of like the travels that I do. I get to enjoy the travels that I do and kind of be really all in, and I just have my camera there with me. So getting into it, I will say too that this is definitely probably more unconventional than a lot of YouTubers that you're expecting, or a lot of other videos that you've seen like this. Starting off with the fact that I don't even use a camera bag. What I'm going to be using is just this North Face backpack right here. This has been my go-to for the last almost 3 years that I've been doing this, or pretty much anything. I just use a backpack, this regular backpack, and it's come in handy for me. And you might be saying like, oh, well, what about, your lenses and stuff like that? Well, we're gonna get to that, but since I wanna do this in as efficient as a manner as possible, we're gonna kind of follow through how I pack my bag from start to finish, and I'll explain a little bit about what I'm doing on the way. I don't carry that much gear, so don't worry, this video is not gonna be forever long telling you every single piece of gear that I have, because I don't have a lot for a good reason. Okay, so starting out, the first thing I have is actually this case right here. It's just this metal case. It's actually a microphone case for the microphone I use in all my videos in here. So it's got all the foam and stuff in here and whatnot. This case comes in handy for so many reasons, as you can tell, just having this nice sturdy case and being so small. This is kind of its mini camera bag on its own, because this is where I keep all of my accessories, so that way I have something really easy to grab just in case I need it, or if I need it, like, run somewhere else and I don't want to carry my backpack for whatever reason. So if I hold it up like this, you'll see I got all my accessories in here, and you'll notice it might look a little messy to you, but to me, I know where everything is, because it's not really that I'm keeping that much different stuff in here. So to start off, I keep two filters in here. I keep a polarizer and a neutral density filter, both for my Sony lens, my main camera lens that I'll be using for cinema and stuff like that. During travel, a polarizer is good to take those nice bright pictures, to get those nice blues out of the water and the sky. And a neutral density is always good to have if it's really bright outside and you want to shoot and keep that aperture nice and wide open. As well, the other things I'm keeping in here are my SD cards. I usually keep them in the little plastic thing that they come with. Right now I only have one in here, but I'm probably going to keep at least 4 of these on the trip, and they'll just go in, right next to the neutral density filters, or probably in this small little compartment over here that's just with a bunch of other stuff, including, well, actually I don't know what this is, I'm not even gonna bring that. My lens caps, so if I'm ever taking my lens off of my camera or need to switch them out and want to cover the sensor so that something's not gonna get on it, I keep these in here. And then the other things I'll keep in here are all my batteries. This is my GoPro battery right here, and usually I keep my Sony batteries in here, but they're actually on the charger right now. And then the only other things I usually keep in here are some cloths for cleaning my lens, and then my GoPro, just because it's so small, I can pack it right here and it's not gonna move out of this spot. And it's got this extra padding, it's nice, so it's not just kind of loose, because the GoPro is something that I'll probably use often and is small enough to stuff somewhere, but with this I don't have to, just search for it. I just know where it is and I can grab it right out. The GoPro is actually gonna be used a lot on this trip, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of underwater stuff, or if I'm doing cliff jumping or whatnot, whatever we're doing related to water, or something where I just want to go handheld and really be in the moment, then this is the camera I'm going to be using. So yeah, I usually just throw everything in here, close it up, and then this is what's going to go in the bag. Usually goes like this, just straight in there, and boom. And that's actually good too, because this case will provide a nice shell if anything's bumping against my backpack or whatnot. Kind of protects it. Oh, just like that, because I just smashed that down. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the cameras I'm going to be bringing. The main camera that I'm going to bring is the one I'm actually shooting on right now. It's my main camera that I use for everything, all my cinematic sequences, my edits, and any part of the cinematic vlog that I want to use. The camera body is the Sony a6300, and for a lot of people that might not sound like super like great like YouTuber quality camera, but for me it gets the job done for a lot of reasons. Starting out with the fact that it's so small and compact, it allows me to put it in a lot of places that a bigger camera like a 1DX normally wouldn't be able to go, and it's lightweight, so I can hold it with one hand. One time I was doing this video and we were hiking, and for whatever reason this mountain that we were on, you needed to climb up with ladders, and it had metal rungs on the side of the mountain, and so I wanted to film some of it, so I was able to hold this camera in one hand while I was climbing with the other hand. That's one of the features I like that I think you don't really have as much ease or accessibility with a bigger camera, like I said, so it's nice to have something so lightweight. Like I said, I'm all about staying in the action and kind of having fun while I'm capturing my moment, and that's really my style, I guess. And then for me personally, I always use the kit lenses. One reason being that it is kind of expensive, and I don't feel like spending the money on a more expensive lens right now. Although I'm not saying that I wouldn't love that, but for me right now, the kit lenses have worked really well. This one is the 18 to 150, I think, 155, but it's helped me in a lot of ways because it's kind of forced me to learn a lot about lighting and stuff like that to really help increase my shooting capabilities, so I'm not relying really on equipment. When the time comes that I feel like I've really maxed out my skills on this camera setup that I have here, I'll move up to the next thing that I want. Although I will say one drawback about this main camera body is that it has no in-camera stabilization, so because it is so light, holding it handheld can be a little bit of a struggle sometimes. It just requires me to do a little bit of extra work, but I'm fine with that. Other than that, the other two camera bodies I have right here that I want to bring with me is going to be this Canon right here, the Canon M50, because I want to do a lot of vlogging on this trip as well, and I don't want to have to switch my cinematic settings all the time to automatic when I'm vlogging. And also it's got touchscreen here, so I can touch the focus. The flip out screen is obviously a huge bonus. This is a camera that I'm pretty much going to have always on automatic, and if I want to snap a quick photo or just take a quick video for vlogs, it'll come out pretty decent and I don't have to do a lot of extra work. So this is a huge pro for me to have in my camera bag. And those are the two camera bodies that I'll bring on my trip. I have another Sony, but it's basically another vlog camera, and there's no point in me bringing that extra camera. Now when it comes to packing for these things, I'm going to start with the smaller things first, starting with the very small accessories for the cameras that I don't put in that little case. And that's going to be the chargers. I have a charger for my Sony batteries. This one holds 2 Sony batteries, and then I have one from my Canon, which holds, it's the same size basically, but it only holds 1 battery. So I'm going to throw these small things in this front pouch right here, so that way I know they're separate than the other stuff. I can easily grab them out because chargers is something that I'll probably, if we're moving locations or if I'm at home, I can easily just take out. Next thing I will do is I'll take the Canon body that I have here because it's a smaller camera that I'm probably going to be grabbing often, and like I said, because it is a backpack, it has no padding and stuff like that, I'll usually just take something like this right here. I'll just grab this, like a hat or a blanket that is padded. Obviously I'm going to do a better job when I'm going on the trip, but for now let's just use this. I'll use a hat or a blanket or something with some kind of a good amount of padding that's easily like wrappable for me, and I'll make sure the lens cap is on and whatever, all the extra protection stuff, and I'll just throw this in the same front pouch right here, and boom. That's it. And then I just zip it up. And then lastly, what I will do for my camera bodies is I will take this Sony that I'm filming on right now, and I'll do the same thing. I'll wrap it up in a blanket and I'll stick it right on top of this metal case. Once this is zipped up, it's not going to go anywhere. Blanket or t-shirt or whatever I use will provide enough padding for my camera, and then I know it is right on top of this bag, so I can easily unfold the blanket or whatever and grab it out if I need to film something, which I've found that I often do. As you can see, it is super lightweight. Even, I mean, it has the camera, my main camera is not in there, but it won't even add that much weight. Probably will add like 3 pounds total. And you can see that I can hold this with one hand, which for me is super beneficial and super convenient because I don't want to be carrying around a 100-pound bag with me everywhere I go. And that's it. That's all the gear that I bring with me on my trips, which, you know, can seem a little bit ridiculous because if you look at a lot of professionals, they're bringing all these camera bags and stuff like that, and so you might be questioning like, oh, what is he doing? You know, that's all it brings, really? This is what I've got for now. You know, I have a few options, but not really. So this is pretty much what I got. I'm using what I got, and I'm happy with it because, like I said, I still have so much to learn with what I have before I go off and start buying and spending thousands of dollars on this lens or that lens. However, I am curious to see what you guys are using for your camera setups, or what you guys might bring for your travel and stuff like that. Is it similar to mine, or is it completely different than mine? Do you have a camera bag? Do you not? Let me know in the comments down below, because I want to see what you guys are bringing on your trips and stuff and how you pack. And if you guys are feeling up to it, I challenge you to make one of these videos for yourself as well. With that said though, that's all I have for you guys today. So if you like this video, please make sure to leave it a like. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this or whatever else I'm posting on this channel. And until next time guys, I'll see you then. Alright, peace out.